The blast of Arctic air that engulfed portions of the East Coast broke cold temperature records from Maine to West Virginia and stunned sea turtles in Florida, although a warm-up is coming Monday. Burlington, Vermont, and Portland, Maine, set records, with Burlington falling to -20, beating a 1923 record by a degree, and Portland recording -11, also a degree below a 1941 record. The National Weather Service said Worcester, Massachusetts, which fell to -9, and Providence, RI, which dropped to -3, also set record lows, as did Hartford, Connecticut, where the temperature dropped to -9, smashing a 1912 record. Boston tied a low temperature record set more than a century ago in 1896 of -2. Record low temperatures were also set in parts of West Virginia. The extended period of severe cold has begun to get on the nerves of even the flintiest of New Englanders. Evan Premo, of Marshfield, Vermont, stopped into a Capitol Grounds coffee shop in Montpelier for lunch Sunday with his two young sons, ages 5 and 3. When it comes to weather, it's hard to sound scarier than bomb cyclone. It's a version of a real weather term that applies to a massive winter storm that pulled together Wednesday off the U.S. southeast coast, but as fearsome as the storm is with high winds and some snow, it may not be quite. When it comes to weather, it's hard to sound scarier than bomb cyclone. It's a version of a real weather term that applies to a massive winter storm that pulled together Wednesday off the U.S. southeast coast, but as fearsome as the storm is with high winds and some snow, it may not be quite. We've been stir crazy because we spend so much time outside always, so yeah, it's a challenge, said Premo. Cleveland has also been dealing with 2 weeks of frigid temperatures. Arthur Bassett, who manages a coffee shop in downtown Cleveland, said Sunday the cold temperatures are what people in northeastern Ohio have come to expect. Clevelanders have toughness ingrained in them, Bassett said. You deal with this. The good news is the bone-numbing air is set to push out of the region. By Monday, Boston temperatures should return to a more seasonable low 30s. The mercury will continue to rise, and Boston could see temperatures in the mid-40s by Thursday and as high as the low 50s on Friday. Many Northeast residents endured jaw-clenching temperatures and brutal wind chills over the weekend as cleanup continued from the storm that dropped as much as 18 inches of snow in some places on Thursday. As aviation crews at South Carolina's busiest airport, Charleston International Airport, struggled to clear runways of snow and ice so they could be reopened, in New England water main breaks, frozen hydrants and burst pipes created new headaches for officials. The temperature registered -37 on Saturday at the Mount Washington Observatory in New Hampshire, one of the coldest places on the planet. The wind chill was -93. It tied with Armstrong, Ontario, as the second coldest spot in the world. Meteorologist Mike Carmen said people at the observatory were layering up as much as we can. The chilly winter blast did not spare Florida, where rescuers rushed to save hundreds of young sea turtles stunned by the cold.